And with the 15th pick overall, Milwaukee Bucks selects Giannis Antetokounmpo. And in this episode today, we got the Zoom Freak one from the Greek Freak and Nike. So before me here is a Zoom Freak one. An amazing pair of shoes, I tell you, from my main man, Giannis Antetokounmpo. So on this day, June 27th, 2013, Milwaukee Bucks selected Giannis Antetokounmpo with their 15th overall draft pick. And everybody was wondering, who's this? First of all, his name was difficult to even pronounce because everybody was wondering, okay, fine, so Giannis Antetokounmpo, everybody had their own way of calling him, a very funny way of, his name. And true, his name is difficult to pronounce. It took me a while just to get used to it, but he's an amazing player. It took him a little while to get to adjust to the NBA, just get to know how the game goes about, and eventually he got a grip of it. And when he did that, what was the result? We all know it. Bucks were the NBA champions at some point, and thanks to his effort, he chose the long route to championship. He didn't just fly into a city where that team already built and put all these things down together. He didn't do that. So for him, he took the long route, and that long route led to an NBA championship. So ever since he came on board in 2013, based on his structure, he didn't seem big enough, he didn't seem strong enough, he didn't seem like he could be in a position to, take up the league. But shock on us, he did. And the other thing that he did gave us this. This is an immaculate pair of shoes. You can't compare it to anything, I tell you. The Kobe's maybe and all that, but this shoe, this is everything. This is everything you can imagine as far as a pair of shoes is concerned. During the design process, Giannis played a very, very vital role in this. He was in every step in trying to design this and trying to come up with something that would stand above every other shoe in that particular time in the market. So he went to the Nike HQ in November 2017, and he sat with the lead designer just to come up with what ended up becoming the Zoom Freak one. I do wear my shoe. You can see the sole here it has some dirt marks. It was not well cleaned, but anyway, that's way about wearing both shoes. There's certain things about this shoe, not just how pretty it is and how loud the colors are. It's amazing for anybody who's looking for a pair of shoes to play with on the court. This shoe's traction is multi-directional, meaning that it aids you in positioning in anything that you want to do and anything that you want to play with. On a court that you're playing ball, I think traction makes a very important thing, and this shoe holds that. The other thing is the way it holds your foot when you wear it, the comfortability. Look at the cushioning in this. This shoe has an amazing cushion to it. It's well cushioned. It just sits well when you wear it. You wear this, it's very lightweight as well. You can tell this from how this dude plays basketball, and you can tell clearly they did put a lot of mind in just coming up with this pair of shoes. This sneaker is good. Then it has all that Greek thing going on in it. Look at the tan, the Giannis Antetokounmpo logo on it. It has the number 34 at the heel. Look at how that swoosh cuts across. It's just beautiful. And even this colorway, look at the mix, man. This is just out of this world. This defines everything that you can imagine. If you look at where Giannis came from, his parents being Nigerian immigrants in Greece, and he finds his way to the NBA, and he becomes what he's become, the Greek freak. Anybody who's facing Giannis is having a long day. Any defender who's guarding him has a long day in the court. You cannot take that to chance. So for me, how we're holding this shoe is just as a result of just basically saying you can come from nothing to something. Everybody was wondering who's this Giannis? Look at it, a few years down the line, the guy is an NBA champion, an MVP, league MVP, and the finals MVP. There's nothing that you can ask less of that. He's checked all the boxes and told all the doubters, you know what, it's me, it's my world. And if you look at that draft class in 2013, there's nobody who's in that level, basically. I'll just talk about the top 5. So number 1, there was Anthony Bennett, who was picked by the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Canadian guy. He's now playing in China, not anywhere in the NBA. He's not anywhere where Giannis is. Number 2 was Victor Oladipo. Oladipo was drafted by the Orlando Magic from Indiana. He now plays for the Miami Heat. I don't know if he's going to be there, but injuries has played a very big role in just, pulling him down. But he's not at the level where Giannis is. Then when you come to number 3, Otto Porter was drafted by the Washington Wizards from Georgetown. You can't compare. Where Giannis is just, that's the stratosphere for that class, basically. Then number 4, Cody Zeller. He was drafted by the Charlotte Bobcats, the Hornets. But now where is he? I think he's signed with the Portland Trail Blazers now. And it tells you, I hope you're getting the picture. Then number 5, the Phoenix Suns picked Alex Len. And also Alex Len is not anymore with the Phoenix Suns. He plays for Sacramento. That is the top 5. And that top 5 that you see there, they're not even with the teams that they signed up for, that teams that drafted them in that draft class of 2013. There are 14 other teams that skipped Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Milwaukee Bucks took the risk and picked him with the 15th pick. See what it brought them? It brought them the championship. Is that not what everybody lives for the NBA? And for me, it gave me an amazing pair of shoes, the Zoom Freak 1. I have a second pair of this same pair of shoe, this color. Yeah, it's wild, I know. So I have a blue one with orange in it, and I have, what color is this? This is red, this is orange or something like that. But the same feel is what you get. And the one thing that impresses me, look at that swoosh. That swoosh is everything. There's a lot of playfulness in this pair of shoes. So this is one of the pair of shoes that I said I will try as much as possible to just have at least a few pairs, because you'll never go wrong in this. And for what it stands for what Giannis represents in the league, is giving young kids hope that it doesn't matter where you play ball. You can end up being in the NBA and being an MVP and being in the finals and winning it all. That's one thing that I really, really appreciate with what Giannis has brought in the picture. So we know kids will play on the blacktop with hopes and dreams. We will have posters put up and with all these icons that we have by our sides, but we never have the opportunity to live that dream. Giannis tells us in everything that is accomplished so far, how young he is, that you can accomplish anything that you want, that you put your head in. He made a choice, and that choice is just flourishing. This pair of shoes has come up with an amazing colorways. Some of these colorways are just great. From the greens, from the orange, to the blues, to the reds, the yellows, every color that you can think of, these shoes come up in, and they all look fine. That's the thing. There's this one particular pair of shoes that I've always fell in love with. This is coming to America. That edition of the Zoom Freak one coming to America was exceptional. But there is one that stands out. Employee of the Month, that is inspired by McDowell's of coming to America. That shoe, I saw it and I was like, I need this pair, and I need this pair today. From parents who hustled to take him to school, and him training his first rookie salary, he was just sending all that money home, and he could take a bus walk to the training facilities because he knew what he was working for. He made a deliberate purpose that I'm going to play ball to take care of family. And in many ways, this world rewards you. You do good, it comes right back to you, even in double portions. So for Antetokounmpo, thank you for this. This is an amazing shoe. Every time I wear this, I think of how great you've been in this league, the excitement you bring. I enjoy watching you play. And I see with every effort that you put in, you had challenges with free throws. You've really improved in this season that just ended. You really, really improved. And I feel there's still room for you to win more. And I hope the Milwaukee Bucks can put something together for you to win. For me, it's just the appreciation that you've brought into this game and every other thing that you've just thrown to us. So thank you for this. For me, this is my sneaker, my story. Thank you, Giannis.